Oh. Hello, hello, hello? Are we live? No intro song today. Hello, okay, let me just make sure we're live. Hello, hello. What is up? What is up? We're live. Hello, everybody. How is everybody? Sorry for the late stream. I've been gone. No intro here. Well, I've been gone all day. I've been out, unfortunately. Very unfortunate circumstances, because now it's a late stream. But it's good to see everybody. It's good to see you. Sorry, short stream today, just to address kind of just like some frustrating and annoying things. But regardless, just make things pretty clear. Be pretty honest about stuff. But what is up, Mr. Sen 2.0? Oh my god! Look at this. The gig's up, Liam. Pack this gay music mumbo jumbo up and bring back Lyric's Mom X return. Thank you, Comet Cop. I'm good. I'm good though. No, just a quick thing. Just unfortunately, but you know, just gonna be talking about it. Let's get right into this. What is up, guys? So just like a short stream today, talking about stuff. And because this girl Rose Malay, that you may recognize from some kind of form on the internet, mainly known, I know her from Brad Taste and the kind of crazy things she said online. She said on Twitter. So she made a video. This music YouTuber is hiding his past on me, and there's a few people confused or wondering on the subreddit on like why or like what's going on. So I want to do a quick stream talking about it, like giving context and whatever. And if Rose Malay does want to call in at any point or talk about it, I've reached out to her to see if she wants to talk. I've reached out to her. She could call in and talk at any point of time. I'm about to go live and address things. You are more than welcome to join and talk about anything involved. We'd like to settle this genuinely, but do anything you're comfortable with. So Rose Malay, I don't know if she's going to be calling in. She's kind of an unpredictable person. So she may call in, she may not call in. We'll see. I'm not just going to call her out of the blue, but if she wants to, she can. I hate these dishonest commentary people. There's a reason she got chewed out by Tommy C. Well, we'll get into it first and foremost. So she just made a video, and dude, it's just brutally, like, just insanely, like, clipped out of context, and just, of course, frustrating and annoying to deal with. But there's some certain things I do want to talk about, genuinely as well. And if anyone has any further questions too, we could talk about it. Mama Max is responding. You're making a music stream. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not concerned about Mama Max responding. I'm not. That stuff's the past for me. I'm sorry, Spondyle. Unfortunately, that stuff's behind me. I can't. Boo. I'm just not that personally interested. But just a quick short stream tonight. But let's see this first and foremost. So I've heard she really isn't a reputable source, but I was a bit heated up. Yeah, there was a post on, how do I pull this up? What is r/YouTube YouTube drama? What is that? It got posted there too, and let me just quickly pull this up. Like her video, I don't know if it was like her self-promoting or whatever. I haven't looked into it to know who exactly posted it. It could just be somebody, but let me just pull this up real quick. The new thing, yeah, whatever this is. Let me just get this on screen. Rose Malay. Yeah, this is it. So Liam Donovan /Lyric/Laraza exposed by Rose Malay. Rose covers her personal interactions with Liam, how her coverage of Brad Taste was motivation for launching a music channel review. Claims he steals content ideas directly from other creators. Oh man. Including herself. Okay, yeah, so we'll get into that. Crazy. I did not steal any ideas interesting enough from Rose Malay. I know, a lot of people were thinking that. I mean, that's kind of like the most, like one of the worst or just like nothing points of the video, but we'll go over that. It's annoying how people are taking Rose's points without looking up any context. Yeah, but it's just a quick thing to address. Of course it's annoying, but you get out of the gate anyway. So, don't you ask your viewers for ideas? Yes, I do ask my viewers for ideas. I do that all the time. That's where kind of like a bunch of ideas actually come for the channel anyway. And I'm pretty sure someone even suggested in one of the streams for like the worst samples of something. So, but yeah. as well as looking into his inappropriate history under previous channel names. So talking about like the previous commentary channels that I used to run. So, already this got like terrible reception on r/YouTube drama, which at least this was kind of relieving to see. Why is the dono glitched? Why is that dono glitched? Wait, can I fix that? Alert. What the? Can I get this off screen? Okay. There we go. Sorry, there's another thing. Everyone was going 180 on you. Well, I don't think that's the case. I think it's just like a loud minority of people who just like aren't familiar and just asking questions. So that's all I'm just hoping to like clear up any out of context or annoying things. And, you know, that's the only thing you could do is just come forward, you know, talk about it, be honest. But it was expected. Well, you know, to a certain degree, but you know. Let's see though. Yeah, so already the reception of this was completely shut down by r/YouTube drama, which I mean, at least that's relieving and cool to see. Rose Malay is the last person who should be exposing someone else. Don't bother watching this slop. Ah, yes, Rose Malay, a true beacon of morality. Fuck Rose Malay. So that was just like the top comments or whatever. It's 2 upvotes, but you know, we'll get into the full thing. There was some Reddit posts. I guess I should go over first. Where does it start? Aside from the normal fan art, okay. Not really going to be going over the normal fan art today. I'll do it tomorrow, but not really that fitting. Just want to do this quick thing. What is a Rose Malay? We'll see. We'll talk about it. But let's see. Where is the ones when people are genuinely talking about it? Let's see. Yeah, so Omega in the chat, which this is somebody you're way past. Yeah, Omega in the chat, which when I saw this, I was just kind of like annoyed because like, damn, like kind of like a regular in the chat who at least has this opinion. So then I thought, okay, this is someone who's genuinely like concerned about this or is asking questions. And if there is anything that somebody has a question about, I genuinely do just want to clear it up. But so Omega, famous chatter. Let's see this. This is important to me at least. I assume you've seen the video by Rose Malay, and even if you haven't, you probably know what it's about. If you don't talk about it, I don't think I could continue watching your content. I always try to assume the best out of people, but I can't do that here. Hope you talk about it because I like your content. But if you simply delete this post, I'll just take it as an admittance of guilt. Okay, edit. 56 comments. Okay, everyone take a deep breath. I don't know how many comments there were. Yeah, I think it's just like people replying to each other. But we'll settle this on stream this evening. I'm still learning new things about this whole ordeal, and I don't know how to feel. This wasn't an accusation as much as a request for an explanation. I'm going to give Reddit a pause. My PC is overheating. It's a shitty PC. See y'all later. Just real quick, because I feel like it's the biggest thing. Every Cafe gave me this regarding the lolly accusation. Okay, this is just completely fucking like bullshit and saying that like this part. Where Rose Malay takes this, it's just so annoying. Rose Malay takes this old anime review that I did, like reviewing this anime, and in the anime review I denounced the weirdly sexual parts that unfortunately a lot of anime suffers from, and so many people just take this annoying thing out of context. It's very frustrating. That's what Rose Malay does in the video, but we'll get to that too. It's just frustrating. Of course you can understand how it's frustrating, because in the same video that I'm giving the review on and then I'm fucking like watching, of course you could say it's pretty cringe, like you're doing an anime review. But I denounce and say how weird it is and like borderline pedophilic and like what kind of writer would write something like this in the video. Bro. Yeah, didn't you do a whole video addressing the shit after Mr. Sen? Yeah, so that's the one like annoying thing. So that's the situation where I just want to immediately talk about it, but then, you know, I'm not going to be caught in a situation where every stream like you're just reiterating the same things. So let's see. What do we got next? The new channel was him. So yeah, just reading some of these comments just to get a feel of how people are saying, in case any questions first and foremost. The new channel was him taking his leave from commentary. The crux of his final lyric stream is him admitting that his previous persona didn't represent him anymore. Hence the Liam Donovan music channel. He wants to leave it behind based on how he carries himself now on stream. So, sure, though, there were wild jokes in there, but I'm choosing to stick around because it was never that serious and I enjoy the new content. So Penguin Zero saying this. I mean, yeah, I agree with this. Good to see like somebody actually kind of understands it a little bit better, isn't just like freaking out. This is exactly how I feel about it. Yeah, that was the reason why I stopped doing commentary content, and also just I didn't want to do it anymore. Didn't feel like it really represented me, so it's been annoying. Yeah, we've been knowing. Yeah, didn't really care, but let's see. Yeah, so I then responded to this while I was out too. That's why I'm streaming late, unfortunately. But haven't seen it yet. Wasn't planning on it. I've now like seen through it, and I'm also going to go through it. But if there's anything specific, I can clear anything up. This isn't really what the subreddit is for, though. But basically, yeah, I've made jokes and comments in bad taste before on stream, which I don't engage in anymore because I don't really think it represents me and was a version of me that I don't want to be. But nothing said was ever anything further than jokes. Just pretty straightforward, and that's the reason I act the way I do on stream now, because it represents more who I am. Yeah, so that's all. If there's anything else I could clear up, it would... I will do that, but would not prefer to give that Rose person any attention because she is unhinged given my interactions with her, which this is all very true. And if, again, as I said at the beginning of the stream, if Rose ever wants to call in, I'm all ears. She could call in at any point if she wants to have a genuine conversation about this. But to address any quick questions, what is this? I do believe you should watch the video, not necessarily on stream. But there were certain things that should be addressed publicly outside of the jokes, i.e. the rape defense. So there was no rape defense. This is all like horribly taken out of context. This is the unfortunate thing about Rose Malay too. Man, she just cut this video in an insanely manipulative way because she, like, just Rose Malay, for some reason, and I'm going to go into the DMs too, like she's just unhinged and she goes back and forth with the way she thinks about something and then just maliciously cuts so much shit out of context on this channel for some really mysterious reason. It's really weird. And you know, I've had conversations with her on how she wants to move on from her past as well, of saying like stupid stuff. So that I was actually sympathetic towards that. And I'm like, hey, if genuinely you want to move past your past, like I understand that. But then she then takes this and uses it against me and maliciously cuts a bunch of shit out of context when this is like the shit she was saying. This was like the reason I even talked about Rose Malay in the first place is because she was saying crazy shit on Twitter of, please rape me. She was saying same. Consent is stupid. Rape is natural and necessary for a happy and healthy society. Why is the modern world so miserable? Because rapists are treated as criminals instead of cherished for their masculinity. So this is the reason I ever talked about Rose Malay, because she was saying this crazy fucking shit. And then she's like taking the responses I had back to her out of context without mentioning the whole context behind the reason I brought this up was because she was saying rape is actually epic and natural. Dude. It's just so frustrating to deal with. And then people like see the out of context clips of me responding, not knowing what she said in the first place, and like, whoa, this is a really bad look. Which certain things I do agree. That's why I like act the way and conduct myself the current way I do on stream now, just because I feel like it more aligns with the person I am and will want to like continue to be. And that's just genuinely the way I feel about it. But come on, like you just can't cut context from these old things when like this is what I was responding to. Come on, man. Who is she? You might know her the best from new viewers wouldn't know about all this context because it was buried instead of addressed in the first place. So it's kind of crazy you guys are treating this like we're stupid. If you're talking about me, that's not the case. But you know, I'm happy to clear anything up real quick. But of course, you know, it is frustrating. And then she continues, fuck feminism. I wish men weren't so afraid of raping me. Hashtag make rape legal. Hashtag make rape legal. So, okay, like, this is the stuff that I was talking about. This is the stuff that I was like responding to. So just show the full context. It's just so clipped out of context. It's very frustrating, very annoying. I don't understand why it's illegal for a dog to lick my pussy when gay men lick each other's asses all the time and it's perfectly legal. Oh, okay. And you know, at the end of the day, if Rose Malay wants to move on from these insane comments, and if she's like changed as a person or whatever, that's cool. I actually support that. I think that's awesome. And that's like the initial things that I was saying to her in DMs, which I'm going to go over. Like, if you genuinely want to move on from this, and if you don't hold these opinions anymore, I feel like that should be supported. If you like want to move on from insane shit you've said in the past. So like, bro. But then she makes a video doing the exact opposite. Older men and younger women are meant to be together. You can't deny the biology. Let boys be boys. If a man raped me right now, I'd say it was a compliment. He loves me so much, he can't even help himself. Jesus. Where'd the real men go to rape her? And then this we'll talk about later. When I was 17. But, okay. So, quickly, we'll go over some more of these Reddit comments. And then, of course, we're going to watch this video because there is nothing to hide. I want to address everything. So let's see. This is so bad faith, dude. No, she clipped something out of context and without what I was responding to. But we're gonna go over everything. We're gonna go over everything. Yeah, and then Omega says, if that's not who you are, apologize publicly. Admit what you did and said were bad instead of hiding them. So then I say, so it's pretty clear by my actions that I don't engage in the same ways that I did before. Rose is taking this to another weird level to make a hit piece on me and even saying I'm stealing her ideas or something. That was another really weird part. So in regards to the combos with her I've had on stream, as I've said in private, if they genuinely negatively affected her, I do apologize. Yeah, apparently she then brains, ignore Reddit, watch the video. Okay, yeah, we'll watch the video after this. We'll get into this. Fine, sure. Let's just do this, and then we'll go over Reddit afterwards. The allegations that have thrown toward. So okay, let's just get this started though. Very frustrating, very annoying, but we're worth talking about if people genuinely do have questions. Because if there are people who genuinely have questions in the fan base, I do want to clear up anything that I can. Let's see. What accusations was Rose Malay saying?
Rose, if you don't say it right,
okay, first of all, what the fuck? Content warning, rape, pedophilia, and suicide. Okay. We got... That's a hell of a start. Jesus. Surely. She's gonna have some interesting things to say here. Jesus Christ, man. What accusations was Rose Malay saying?
Rose, if you don't say it right now, I'm gonna fucking rape you!
Colton is base. Colton was the only one who was bringing the content. He was sending me voice messages saying, I want to rape you.
Yeah, good faith.
Bend over.
Okay, go ahead.
If anyone's listening to this conversation, Rose Malay, if you want to,
What the fuck?
she wouldn't defend herself. That's all I'm saying.
Fucking awful person. Yeah, I hope you know that. You say shit like that.
So least out of context clips to make her look like just like this, like an innocent person. All this, where at the end of the day, I will say this is the reason why I don't engage in stuff like this anymore. Because overall, I don't want to be this person. I don't want to be this guy anymore. But all of these were ever jokes or jokes that went too far. But what she doesn't bring up is that why I was making these jokes and the reason I was out of context is because what I was talking about here is her saying consent is stupid, rape is natural, and all of these posts. So yeah, that's it's very, very, very unfortunate. This is Rose's strategy. She does it for attention. There's a long list of like Rose Malay's past actions you could go into on how she does like a bunch of these things for attention, and it's very frustrating. But that's not what I'm gonna get into all today.
That's just supposed to be like okay.
It's a meme.
Rose,
and I'm even saying here, like acknowledging, like it's a meme, and just a joke. Okay.
Rose,
it's not a fucking meme. That's an invitation.
When I was 15, I was groomed. I coped in...
these spliced up clips looking very good faith. And then she starts off the video right after those clips out of context to talk about how she got raped. Dude, I don't know this. That's... Jesus Christ. I didn't know this. This wasn't the reason why I said this. She's painting this like I'm saying those comments because I knew that she was getting raped. Or I don't know. The only thing I was talking about is these tweets saying rape is epic, make rape legal. Those are what those jokes were about. This is so, it's just fucked up.
When I was 15, I was groomed. I coped in a lot of really unhealthy ways.
I don't think rape is okay, but I don't think you solve it by hurting more people.
I want to be raped because I deserve it.
And during this time, a lot of content creators exploited my situation for laughs. Liam.
Exploited your situation? What do you mean by exploited your situation? Man, that's just so disingenuous. The exploited situation in question is you saying rape is epic and awesome. Like you want to talk about pushing harmful things into the world, harmful rhetoric. Bro, are you kidding me?
Was one of these creators,
although she's talking about I exploited. Come on, man.
He went under the name Lyrics at this time. What he said to me on that stream deep.
But again, Rose Malay can call in at any time if she wants to have a conversation about this. The door is open, so.
Really bothered me. But I never spoke about this for years because I figured that people would just blame me because of the things that I said. But something still felt deeply wrong about the fact that this man was using his platform to make fun of me, all while his audience.
And she's talking about just like the way that she coped with her situation, not acknowledging, like, yeah, if you're gonna like come at me for this, the comments she made about rape were harmful to all women, not just herself. It's just, I don't know, annoying because these same standards that she's pushing onto me, she's acting like doesn't apply to her. Just frustrating and cutting context.
Was cheering him on for making these comments at my expense. Why is it that in 2017, when Rice Gum said a very similar thing,
guys, if you want to rape her, she won't sue you, so
everyone universally agreed that it was wrong?
I just feel like we should know better by now. First of all, very accurate comparison here. Again, all of this is just without any context that she chose to leave out of her talking about how she wants to be raped. Let boys be boys, and I want a man to rape me. Okay.
And yet here we are 8 years later.
Yeah, this without the tweet context is crazy.
And I'm out here feeling crazy for even having an issue with it. The rest of that call continued, and I tried taking the moral high ground. I tried being nice in response. It didn't occur to me until later when I rewatched the stream that one of Liam's friends sent him a clip joking that he was going to rape me.
I'm gonna rape Rose Malay.
Oh yeah, dude, this is fucking Colton. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, this was an unhinged part of stream. Yeah, this is this is fucking brutal and rough. These are all. I'm perfectly fine with saying this is the reason why I don't I don't want to conduct myself this way because I don't want to be that guy anymore. I don't want to be that guy. Does Colton want to speak for himself? All right, Colton, if you make this like too unserious, I'm gonna I'll call you real quick. What's up, Colton?
Hello?
What's up, man?
Dude, I only like skimmed the beginning. Okay, I just got out of like a 5-person watch party. We were watching your stream. You went live while we were like laughing at her video. This is the biggest clusterfuck of an expose I've ever seen in my life. That says a lot, right? But dude, where do I start? So she cut the voice note like out of context because I was also joking about the fact that she was saying, by the way, look at the dates on her tweets. She was saying that for like what, 4 or 5 years. One of them's from 2019, 2 or 3 of them are from 2023. She like keeps saying, I want to get raped, I want to get raped. And then I like make a single joke and suddenly it's like Colton and Liam are the rapists.
Yeah, and you can have issues with the joke. I don't want to be that guy anymore who just makes like these crazy statements on stream. That's why I acknowledge it. That's why I make the content I do now. But to cut this without any context is just fucked up. It's so annoying.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't know, like looking back at that, I cringe at it. Like I don't think it's funny, but it's to say that
just
it's
without
like,
context, it's just like literally a completely different story. So that's why it's annoying.
Yeah. Dude, this is so fucking... I think, though, here's what I want to call... I think the reason Rose is doing this is because you remember the 41% album, right?
Oh, yeah, she was... Yeah, what was that? She made an album called 41%? What even was that?
Yeah, because Rose Malay's trans, that's the trans suicide rate. And so she made an album called 41%. And
dude, there's so much history about this girl. There's like literally an insane iceberg.
She said that she wanted to like kill herself in front of everyone after getting famous, and like came on your stream to like say that, and everyone's like, no, don't do that, and she had to keep like getting kicked.
Yeah, but basically, yeah, I appreciate you calling in, and
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
All right, thanks. There you go. All right, let's see. Again, lines are open if Rose Malay ever wants to call in and clear anything up. Bro, I love the double standard turnaround when she says it's so fucked up to make jokes like that when she is literally the instigator. Yes.
Joking that he was going to rape me.
I'm gonna rape
so bad
Rose
about him
Malay.
sitting in a jail cell for 20, 30 years.
Best faith as possible. Again, you can take issue with this, and I don't want this to be like my content or what I want to do anymore. So I completely understand. Colton just said he called in, he cringes at this. It's not even, he doesn't think it's funny. Regardless, like all these are jokes, and at worst jokes way too far on the basis of the insane shit that Rose Malay was saying. So
I'm gonna rape Rose Malay.
Okay. Wait, Rose.
No, like, no, genuine question.
I never said anything about this. I just let it go. I moved on with my life. That was until one day I saw a video.
It's such a manipulative tone too. Come on, man.
On my YouTube recommended from a guy called Liam Donovan.
You haven't apologized though? This is the thing. I didn't know genuinely that Rose Malay, I'm in a complicated situation. I didn't know genuinely that Rose Malay had any kind of like grooming situation, or if she was raped or taken advantage of. If that genuinely is the case, and if she was like hurt or distraught by the comments I said, I am sorry for that. I don't want to cause that to people. I don't want to have people feel that way from the actions that I do. That's genuinely how I feel. But it is a complicated situation because simultaneously, if I am apologetic towards that. But she's taken this to this crazy extreme to try to make this hit piece on me and like take me down and slander me with a bunch of bullshit too. So it's very frustrating simultaneously.
And I clicked on it and I saw his face. I was very confused at first. This is Larix with a brand new channel. And as soon as I saw that, I went over to his subreddit page. I wrote a long, emotional post where I was going to come forward and talk about my experience. That post was never made.
Don't be like Dream Bro, don't apologize for anything. No, okay, that's not how I'm trying to come across. It's very simple. It's very simple. If someone genuinely has like crazy trauma and from something like that I said, but the problem is she's manipulative about it, so it's difficult to navigate, you know? Where overall, she's just taking all this and trying to like maliciously frame it. But if there was a reality where she was like genuinely very hurt by this, or maybe simultaneously both things can coexist, like I don't want to make people feel that way. So it's that simple.
Public. It was held for review and was never posted. I got banned from his subreddit for writing that. And immediately I start receiving a message from Liam. Part of his response was to tell me that it was just stupid, dumb content at the time.
So she then shows some of the DMs. So I saw that she tried to make a post on my subreddit being like, this is who Liam really is. Like trying to like weirdly fuck with me. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. Let me just like send her a DM. What is this? It's showing the clipped out of context clips from the beginning of this video. So then I reach out to her saying, oh, hey, I saw your weird Reddit post and I don't know what your deal is. No one was seriously making remarks or like serious jokes about raping you. Like, Jesus, man. Oh yeah, because like context of her fucking statement was insane of just saying like these people wanted to rape me. It was crazy. But I clarify if she has any like further thoughts. I don't have anything genuinely against you or anything. It was just, you've said a lot of crazy things before, especially about rape, and we were just talking/joking about it on stream. The crazy things that she was saying about how rape was natural and hashtag make rape legal. It wasn't ever to personally affect you or anything, but yeah, I hope that clears anything up. It was just dumb, stupid content at the time. It wasn't meant to be anything serious, which I thought you got and like knew, but yeah, it's never been anything against you personally to affect you. So I don't know. I feel like this was very reasonable, but if anyone has any like further things, or if she has any further points, I assume she's going to bring them up. Let's see.
Tell me that it was just stupid, dumb content at the time, not anything serious. First of all, I found it very fishy, the fact that he had the ability to ensure that nobody on...
Wait, wasn't that back in February? This is a while ago. This is like long over, I think even a year ago now. Wait, that was back in February? Oh, this DM? Yeah, this DM was back in February of this year. These initial clips were over, November 9th, 2023.
On his subreddit, saw this post, and then DM me, and so I responded. So it's stupid, dumb content when it's from you.
And this is the weird thing that you're also going to see too, is that, and I'll show DMs that she doesn't show, is that in DMs, me and Rose worked it out and things were normal until then she would constantly go back and forth. It was a weird thing, as you're going to see. Leak the DMs. Yeah. I want to see which ones. Should I just go over them all now? I guess so. Yeah, I guess we could just read through all these right now. So this was back in, what is this, January? Hey, just letting you know that my Brad Taste video that was posted on your subreddit was actually posted by my stalker, and it was uploaded without my consent. Okay, so this is her telling me to not watch something, so I'm just like, yeah, I won't watch it, all good, thank you. This is just a normal interaction. But then it was then this post that she was talking about. Hey, I saw your weird Reddit post and I don't know what your deal. Yeah, so I just read this. It's never been anything to personally affect you. See that? She then says, so it's dumb, stupid content when it's from you, and I'm horrible for even saying that when I was bothered by it. But when I say dumb shit, I'm just supposed to be okay with being laughed at and mocked for it for eternity. It's the double standards that bother me. I'm having a hard time feeling sympathy when I feel like that sympathy was never awarded to me. You just brought me on your stream to laugh at me, and because of shit I said years ago, you were never going to give me a real chance. I was just default an awful, shitty person no matter what. Not even a sorry. So then I say, I don't think you're a horrible person, and actually defended, and I actually defended you when people like Brad tried to say that. This is going back a while ago. She then says, thank you. As long as we're on the same page, we can be cool. I actually appreciate that. I just feel like the way I've been treated by y'all is extremely unfair. And thank you for not using this as an excuse to shit on me or on Twitter or something. Like, all the content on stream, I say, is never that deep, and if it genuinely affected you negatively, I apologize. Part of the reason why I'm making music content now is because I kind of recognize the negative nature, which is making commentary stuff, just kind of drags you down. That's just a personal thing to me. For anybody making content on commentary, you know, that's their prerogative. I don't have anything against it. It's just personally, for me in my life, that's what I'm much more interested in. You could say that's cringe, but that's just genuinely the way I feel about it and moving forward, how I want to spend my life. I don't want to spend my life making commentary videos, making commentary streams, which, you know, that's fine for other people, but I'd much rather talk about the things I do. It's just a matter of preference. But let's see. I believe, what is this? I believe that I did the same thing, which is how the whole Brad thing even started. Let's see. And why it affected me so much. Yeah, genuinely at certain points, though, I definitely feel like I treated some more people content as opposed to people, which I definitely did to you, so I apologize for that, especially like how you probably weren't in a good mental state. So I don't know if she shows these. This is me probably even being more apologetic than I should have. Like, I does she show these in the video?
I'm horrible for even saying that I was bothered by it. But when I say dumb shit, I'm just supposed to be okay with being laughed at and mocked for it for eternity. It's the double standards that
you literally had like a civil conversation, and now she's doing this. Yeah, that's just the confusing part.
Bother me. I'm having a hard time feeling sympathy when I feel like that sympathy was never
right, so
going to give me a real chance. Not even a sorry. All the content on stream is never that deep. A few weeks pass and I make a tweet that like.
Oh, so she excludes all of that. She cuts all the context of that. Okay. She cuts all of this context. It's then just in a few weeks. Okay, cool. Okay. Very, very normal. Okay. Nice. Definitely did that, so I apologize for that, especially if you weren't in a good mental state. And then she says, I hope you're being genuine right now. So all this is the stuff that she cut out. I hope you're being genuine right now. I'm not this vindictive person people think I am. That's literally all I need. I feel like you've shown growth from these messages, and I'm satisfied with that. So you're going to notice there's a back and forth constantly of this. I just want people to start treating me as a human being worthy of redemption instead of being this irredeemable monster shitting on me no matter what I do. I rewatched that stream, and I felt like I handled everything shockingly well. Can you unban me from the subreddit? I deleted the post I made. No one saw it. Wish you the best of luck on the new channel. Just wish people gave me that same courtesy. So then I said, next, like what I was saying of commentary stuff, I've just been kind of falling out with it more because I don't want people to see me as like a negative or mean person. Wow, crazy. It all goes back to what I say on these music streams. Guys, I don't want to be a hater. I don't want to be a hater. It all comes back to this. See, it's true. Says the hater channel. Vindication. Yes. So hater is just in your blood. All right, come on, man. or whatever. So yeah, I'm just making content I think that is a lot more me, but I do get how you'd be frustrated by being like used for content and stuff. So I genuinely do apologize for that. And yeah, for sure, I'll unban your thing and thanks. Glad we have this convo. Sorry about that post. I just feel like I needed to vent. All good. I get where the frustration comes, but glad that we could clear it up. Wish the best for you as well. For some confusing reason, all of this was cut out in the video, and then she just skips ahead 2 weeks afterwards. Which there's a reason why this was cut out. It's because it doesn't fit her narrative. So that's just annoying to deal with. But we could continue to the next thing.
10 people see where I kind of just subtweet about the whole situation. And like clockwork, Liam goes into my DMs again, which is crazy because we don't really talk.
Cleared it up and then acts like it didn't happen. Yeah, like all this was cleared up and then she just pretends like, dude, it was never, that never existed, okay?
Goes into my DMs again, which is crazy because we don't really talk like that. And whenever he messages,
so she's saying I go into her DMs like, and it's like this crazy insane thing when I'm getting fucking word that she's like still making the same tweet about me. She's then making the same like tweet about me a few weeks later when I thought we resolved things. So I'm just confused. What?
messages me, I kind of feel bad. Like, oh no, like maybe I shouldn't have
How's she mad at you for trying to clear up beef and communicate?
brought this up. But I feel like that's kind of the point. At the end of the day, I do think he's just trying to keep me quiet about the whole thing.
Keep her quiet. Yeah, dude, I'm fucking paying her off. Most good faith representation. Okay, that's truly something right there.
On April 13th, Liam messaged me once again, acting confused as to why I would have.
So, okay, then do we not get any... So she doesn't read any of this interaction from March 11th. Okay, what is this? Hey, someone sent me a thread of something like your weird tweets you're making about me again. Is everything like good with you? I don't get it. And this is her further saying, I can get Brad to expose him. So these were the unhinged tweets she was making about me that I'm just like confused on. What? I can get Brad to expose him because he is blatantly just stealing his style after publicly shitting on him for months. Hello? You're like saying you're making calls to Brad Taste to fucking like bury me? Yeah, this is literally, I can literally cancel you right now, man. Huh? There'd be lots of fuel there, or we can all be friends. Bro, she's Joker posting here. It's so confusing. There'd be lots of fuel, or you could just go along with me and we could all be friends. Dude, what the fuck am I supposed to make of this? This is deranged. This is scaring me. There's more shit that only he knows, but I have the ability to help or hurt him in this new endeavor. What the fuck? And he knows it too, which is why he DM'd me in a panic. So the interaction that we resolved, she apologized for, and we said, all good, we went our separate ways. Now this has turned into fucking me DMing her in a panic and like trying to keep her mouth quiet about abuse. What the fuck? The Joker posting worked because you panic DM'd her again after this, to be fair. Actually, very true. I'll keep those messages private, though. I have info that can make this a massive expose. He's intentionally hiding the lyrics shit from his new audience, and I have screenshots of some sketchy ways he does it, too. So I've talked about this on stream before. The people who purposely just try to make meme posts of, like, fucking with me by saying, like, who is this lyrics guy? Can someone address this? Like, yeah, people purposely trying to fuck with me. I'm going to take those down because it's annoying, and that's not what the subreddit is for. The subreddit is for stream content of going over, like, music stuff or, like, community memes, not just random shitter posting of, like, people trying to fuck with me. So, obviously, those get moderated and taken down. But if, like today, if there are genuinely some real people in the audience who have, like, questions or who want to know about something for further clarification, then that is, like, the context for why I'm now doing this stream, because there was that on their subreddit. Like, Omega was genuinely saying it. I'm pretty sure, like, Manic was, like, other genuine normal people in the chat that I see. So that's why. What do we got next? This is a really weird way. So then I continue. This is a really weird way to represent our conversation as just I DM'd you in a panic. Like we had a genuine conversation, I thought. And I don't know why you are saying you can get Brad to expose me because I'm stealing from him. Brad didn't create the concept of reacting to music. This is all really weird and I don't know what it's coming from, but can you chill out? Okay. So then she said, bro, how do you find this so quickly? I'm going to delete the tweets. I have clips of you admitting you want to invade the space. So now weeks go by. We're back to square one. And we're going to have the same conversation, I guess. As I said to the guy you're replying to, send them to me, and I'm just confused. I deleted all the tweets. Like, what is your deal? I thought we had a genuine conversation, but it seems like it was all just me DMing you in a panic now. Why'd he send them to you, lol? Like, what the fuck? Because you were saying weird stuff about me. It's just weird how months ago you're shit-talking us, and now you're copying what we do. Okay. I never shit-talked the concept of making music content. Brad was in a drama, and I gave my thoughts on that. Yeah, that's what she's addressing here. Because remember when Brad Taste was having this like crazy shit of like begging his audience for $10,000 randomly, posting countless apology videos, and then taking them down? He was doing a lot of really weird stuff, and I was talking about that and giving my takes on it. It was never the concept. I'm like, what? I've consistently said, like, I've actually been subbed to Brad for like years. I think like 2 years now. Like I watched Brad's content, so I was never shitting on making music content. That would make no fucking sense. But let's see. It's seriously that simple. And then she sends me this.
Dude, this is what I mean. This is such a fucking good gig. I gotta invade the space. Dude, I gotta invade the space. Come on, man. Dude, this is what I mean.
So I don't know what she thinks this proves, but this is me complimenting Brad by saying this guy's got a great gig. Wait, dude, this seems like an awesome, like fucking space, and I love music. You can already see that. I want to make music related content, and then I decided to make the decision that was the best for me, that I wanted to do. Yeah, like okay, this is such a stretch to say like I'm maliciously grifting. Like Liam actually doesn't care at all about music. He doesn't give a fuck. All right, he's just grifting into the space like Dax. He as you could see from his content, he's only doing this for the money and nothing else. Yeah, only doing it for the money when all my videos get copyrighted. There's so many levels of this that's so silly. So then I just respond by saying, I was and still am a fan of Brad, and that's cool. Why'd you send me that clip? Is there an issue with it? And then she sends me another.
What? I don't even know what he's complaining about right now. Dude, this guy is such a fucking good gig. This guy is such a good gig going.
True.
This guy live streams and people pay him thousands of dollars to see his reactions to listening to Album of the Week. That's as good as it.
That's why you spend hours every day playing piano and guitar, studying music theory, because you don't care about music. Yeah, very true. When I release my music one day, it's only gonna be for grifting. Okay, expect Dax posting. Expect conservative Dax posting. All right, I'm just like appealing to MAGA people. That's gonna be truly the new content that I make, music-wise, because I don't give a fuck about it. I'm just in for the money.
Thousands of dollars to see his reaction.
Yeah, expect TX2.
To listening to Album of the Week. That's as good as it fucking gets.
So everything I said here is true. So at this point, Brad was in this really weird stage where he was complaining so much about his job. And I'm like, I still have this opinion. Yes, dude, how the fuck can you complain about this job? You have people working genuine normal jobs, which fucking sucks. You listen to music and get paid over $100,000 a year. That's what? How could you ever complain about that gig? How could you ever complain about that job? That is the take. So that is still true. I don't know what this proves, but okay. Let's see. I've been friends with Brad since 2017. I know Brad hates commentary people, and all that shit has had an effect on him. I don't know how he feels about you specifically. I can try to build a bridge. So now this conversation takes a weird turn where now she's trying to be friendly with me, and she wants to build a bridge to Brad Taste. I don't even know what's happening. This is just very confusing. I say, okay, ? I'm not really interested, to be honest. I'm just kind of doing my own thing. You're the one who made weird tweets about me, and I'm just confused why. And accusing me of invading a space with clips of me saying it's a good gig. Like, yeah, what is the problem? Well, I'm so confused. I love music, and I've been really enjoying making music content. Get Rose. We need Rose now. Rose can call in at any point. She hasn't reached out to me. But let's see. What is this? So text. So what is this? You're blatantly copying his thing after shitting on him for live streams. You gotta admit that at least looks weird, right? I'm sorry for impulsively tweeting about you. So then she apologizes again. This is the second time. I say, texting is too much effort. Can you do a quick call? Because I'm trying to get this shit over as like fast as possible. I hate texting over something like so boring. So then we have a conversation and it goes the exact same way. I didn't record this or anything, but it's the same thing as the first call, the first text conversation. We talk. She has like the same disagreements, thinks I'm invading the space. I then give my reasons like, hey, at the end of the day, this is just the content I want to make. It's pretty simple. She then apologizes and says, sorry, I'm just frustrated. And she then starts talking about the lack of success on her own channel. And then we actually start talking about like how to succeed more on YouTube. And I start telling her like, hey, at the end of the day, you can make it. We just start having a normal conversation about if you're just consistent on your channel, because she starts complaining about lack of success on her channel. If you're just consistent, if you make the content you want, she starts talking about some videos she's planning on doing or something. I then talk about like, hey, it's actually realistically pretty easy. You just got to stay consistent at it. And if people like your opinions. Oh, the main thing was too, is that she was trying to ask me for advice on how to move on from her controversy. That's what I remember. And I told her, because she's frustrated as well, that a lot of people bring up the crazy shit she said in the past, like rape is natural and necessary for a happy and healthy society. So then I tell her, hey, at the end of the day, people are always going to bring in that stuff. But I think what's really helpful is that if you start streaming, people start seeing you every day. They start to know what kind of person you are. And of course, there's always going to be people who bring up your past shit and try to fuck with you. But you can't really control that. You got to try to deal with the stuff that's in your control. And the best way you could do that is by showing people the genuine you, who you are as a person, to know that you don't support those things in the past anymore. That's what I was saying to her. And then she seemingly took that advice, but then I don't think she's actually done that. And then the call ended on good terms again. She apologizes now in text. Sorry, I was having a bit of a panic attack, but I apologize and I promise I'm done with all of this. Okay, so she's done with all of this. What does she say in her video about this? Oh, she moved on. She didn't show any of that context. Good one. This is her interpretation.
The whole thing. On April 13th, Liam messaged me once again, acting confused as to why I would have an issue with him, thinking that our brief conversations that we had squashed all the beef. And apparently it's weird that I still, have feelings about all of this.
Let me down. I brought him Rose Malay, the tard. Oh, you're such a fucking bitch. Come on,
Wait, so what is this next? So then she just skips that whole interaction of her apologizing again, promising she's done with all of this. She doesn't mention any of this, what I just read right there. Okay. So then she moves on to this next thing. She's so manipulative, to be honest. She uses trauma mental illness to explain her bad choices. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. Why did she also act like you don't have screenshots of all these conversations? Yeah, very confusing. I don't know why. I just don't think a lot of thought was made into this video. Hey, someone, or many of her actions. She seems like a very impulsive person. Hey, someone sent me a tweet you apparently made about me again, and I'm just confused once again. So the same thing happens, and I say, I don't understand why this keeps happening. I thought we were cool, and I'm just confused, because this is 2 times in a row now. She's just like apologizing to me. But what is this next thing?
Why I would have an issue with him, thinking that our brief conversations that we had squashed all the beef. And apparently it's weird that I still, have feelings about all of this.
Let me down. I brought him Rose Malay, the tard. Look. Oh, you're such a fucking bitch. Come on, put the testosterone back on. No more.
Now wait a minute, Larry.
See, Jesus
that's
Christ.
Not cool. Saying that's not.
Yeah, so these are like things like I don't. This is 2023, November 11th. This is just not a way that I would want to represent myself like publicly anymore, just because it kind of cringes me out. But at the end of the day, all of these are just jokes. All of these are just jokes and just the combative nature. But the worse these are, they're not any kind of like deeper beliefs. It's just jokes that went too far. That's the only explanation for that.
Cool.
It's a meme.
So I responded to him. I just saw that Content Cop was coming back, And I saw that clip and it reminded me of that, so I just vented. Nobody saw that though, and I think it's crazy that somehow your friend found that random tweet. Sorry though. Are we cool? Do you want us to be cool? I mean, pretty much all of our interactions were you making fun of me, lol. Like, I feel better about you now than I did before, and I do believe in moving on and growing as people. I have a big music relationship.
Wait, so she said rape is necessary. What the fuck? How does she explain that? So she can get away with rape jokes? If these are even jokes, I'm pretty sure these were firm statements, and she made like debates about this. But the way she explains that is saying that she had trauma, and that's the reason why she did this. But that's just a very unfortunate thing, is that she brings up all these things that I've said in the past, and simultaneously doesn't want people to bring up her past. It's such a clear double standard. Very, very annoying. So she's pressed about something you said back in 2023 and trying to use it against you now. Yes.
Related video about the worst samples in music that I'm filming if you want to be a part of it. Even up until this point, I was willing to build bridges. Who am I to be the person to call somebody out or cancel?
Build bridges. The person who's willing to build bridges. What a weird interpretation when this is the same person who constantly is making tweets about me saying that she can get Brad to cancel me, or that we could be friends, or I could hurt or harm you, depending on how you react, Liam. Yeah, sure, this is a very genuine person, not like just like this unhinged going back and forth. It's very, very frustrating to deal with. So then her building bridges in good faith is this. When Ricegum said that he got mega canceled, but when I'm mad at the same shit directed towards me, I'm overreaching. Rose Malay derangement syndrome is real. You're going to have to see me as a human being. What is she talking about, man? Rose Malay derangement syndrome is real? Bro, what is she saying? Huh? Why is she emotionally blackmailing you? I mean, it's just, it seems to be in her nature. I mean, all of this is just very manipulative.
Cancel somebody for something that they said. But then this morning, one of my mutuals on Twitter sent me a DM. This guy is stealing Brad's video concepts, and now he's doing your video idea.
So this is when the video, like, all of this has been terrible and bad, but this is like uniquely stupid. This is the next section where she tries to say that I steal people's ideas, and I even stole her ideas. This is rough.
It seems I had never talked to this person about Liam. This person did not know about all of the conversations we had previously had.
I'm sorry, did Brad patent the concept of a reaction video? Lol. I guess so. But, and also, I've been always honest about how I've been a sub of Brad, and I've been inspired by his content. Okay, inspired kind of sounds a little bit cringe and over the top, but you know what I mean? Like, I've always been open and honest about that, but it's YouTube content. This is such a weird thing to say. Like, yeah, Brad Taste, he's a guy who listens to music and gives his opinions on music. I'm a guy who listens to music and gives my opinions on music. Crazy, crazy stuff.
But that conversation that I had with him recently, where I had mentioned, hey, if you want to make up, I have this video that I'm filming. That was my worst samples video. So for him to make a community post about how he's making his own worst samples video without me, that was a step too far for me.
So this part completely caught me off guard. I didn't even know this, and I checked back my DMs, and apparently she did ask for a collab. So she sent me this very long message, like a very long one, that I didn't respond to for 13 days, because I was just kind of just like annoyed and fed up, like this isn't worth engaging with anymore. Where I guess does she bring up the, let me read this, does she bring up the worst samples video? I just saw Content Cop was coming back, and I saw that clip and it reminded me, so I just vented. Nobody saw that, though, and I think it's crazy that somehow your friend found a random tweet of 100 tweets I posted that day. Sorry, though. So she apologizes again. Are we cool? Do you want us to be cool? I mean, pretty much all of our interactions were you making fun of me, lol. It's just rinse and repeat. I feel like I'm going insane. It's the same 3 conversation weeks apart. Like, I feel better about you now than I did before, and I do believe in moving and growing as a person. I have a big music-related video about the worst samples in music that I'm filming if you want to be part of it. So I saw this section of her video and I was genuinely shocked. Like, oh, she actually did ask me to be in her video. On no world would I ever be in a fucking Rose Malay video. Like, okay, like I'm not really interested in collabs in the first place. Why the fuck would I ever want to be in a Rose Malay video? That just makes no sense to me. But apparently she did ask me this, and then she said, edit. I realized this might have came across in the wrong way. No pressure or anything, obviously. I know you wanted to do your own thing, so if you don't want to be a part of it, that's totally fine. I can always film it alone. So then she starts asking me for collabs. Weird. And because I didn't do a collab with her, I'm just trying to think of like the alternate reality where I would have said yes. We would have been epic-based friends if I would have gave her attention and a collab for her channel. But instead, unfortunately, I got the bad outcome. I got the bad like whatever finale where she makes an exposed video on me. This music YouTuber is hiding his past. I guess the exposed video, it was either exposed video or do a collab with me. Those are the only two options. The bad ending. Yeah, the bad ending, man. But being genuinely honest, apparently she did ask me about this worst samples in music thing. Now, this was last month. This was April 15th. I'm pretty sure on stream, somebody gave me this idea for the worst samples in songs. And also, that's a really fucking basic topic. So then I uploaded yesterday the worst samples of all time, mainly to talk about the Dochi stuff, because that's like a recent thing going on. This had nothing to do with Rose Malay. And I just find it absurd to think like I would need to steal ideas from Rose Malay in the first place. I'm sorry, I don't need to steal ideas from Rose Malay. This is such a silly thing to bring up. I feel like this is like a weird, like narcissistic thing of being too self-indulgent or something, thinking like, oh, this guy must have stole my video and that's the reason he's getting this success. Like, bro, like, no, I didn't. A bunch of people make the worst samples music. And I was one of them because I'm pretty sure one of my viewers suggested that. And she just never posted it. Apparently she's been working on this since even before April 15th. And I uploaded it May 1st. So that was 15 days. This is just very silly. Using Beast Games for attention too, it's insane. Yeah, I don't know the rest of her content. Apparently she made a video exposing Mr. Beast. I was on Beast Games. I'm shocked no one died. She was on Beast Games? What? Dude, I don't know what's happening. But, like, okay, I guess. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Weird coincidence, but even if Rose Malay would have released the worst samples video before me, I would have still made my video because we're on separate algorithms. We're doing separate things. I don't think I have a lot of crossover audience with Rose Malay. Funny enough. I remember someone in your chat suggested the worst sampled songs because of the anxiety song. Yeah, I'm 99% sure that's where that video idea came from. This is very, very silly.
Literally filmed my own worst samples video days before.
This is like this weird self-important idea of yourself.
Filmed his video. I had been talking a lot about it publicly. I had even mentioned it to him privately.
Like, dude, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I'm not really like that tapped in, like looking at all of these things, stealing Rose Malay's genius ideas. I know it's aside from popular belief, but the reason my channel is like getting any kind of like traction, it's not because I'm stealing Rose Malay's ideas. This is very silly.
You know, it was enough for somebody who not even involved in the situation to realize, hey, this guy is stealing your idea. And on paper, I know it's a little silly, right? Like, I didn't invent videos about bad samples, but it's just the timing of this.
She literally just wants a reason to be mad and feel included, and somebody stole her video ideas. Yeah, the motivation of this, like, it's really weird when you think about it, because then it's like she's also asking for a collab. I don't know, man.
That is just really sketchy.
A good sample is entirely unrecognizable.
I would sum it up to being completely mentally unwell, but no, this is complete malice.
This This is unrecognizable.
You can't even tell what the original song sounds like because it's being used in a creative and transformative way.
Usually my general rule about samples is that I like it when they're transformed. I like it when artists transform the sample in some kind of way. Like they do something to it. Dude, this part kills me, man. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm coming clean. I'm coming clean. I stole Rose Malay's opinion. I've been getting fed lines from Rose Malay, guys. I'm sorry. All of my success on this channel, it's completely attributed to her. She is the songwriter. She has been making my scripts. She has been the puppeteer, the master puppet. Behind this whole channel, man. I stole her take. This tweet with 77 views of her saying something, I was one of those people. And I stole her opinion. Because Rose Malay, I mean, she's one of the best in the game. She's got genius fucking ideas. Okay. Me, I'm a puppet. I'm a political propaganda puppet for Rose Malay's propaganda.
Transformative way.
Usually my general rule about samples is that I like it when they're transformed. I like it when artists transform the sample in some kind of way. Like they do something to it, they alter it. I knew you can never form a thought on your own. Very true. Good to see you admit it now. Yeah, man. Guys, when people transform samples, this is a unique take. In a certain way that makes it unique and they make it their own.
Hey man, can I copy your homework? Huh? Can I copy your homework? No!
This is the thing where I'm conflicted with this whole video. You know what I mean? I'm conflicted with this whole video because actually, like, trying to be sympathetic, a sympathetic side to this is that this girl, Rose Malay, is actually just very mentally ill. She is mentally ill, and she definitely suffers from something. But at the same time, you're trying to fuck me over so hard. So it's just so annoying to deal with. But this is like insane delusion of self-importance that you think I'm copying your video ideas and homework of your tweets with 0 likes and 20 views. This is so, like, deranged.
Oh, you can't copy my homework!
And they make it their own.
Hey man, can I copy your homework? Huh? Can I copy your homework? No, you can't copy my homework!
And the more I thought about it, the more that I realized, like, this dude's entire channel is a copy. The format of the prompts.
So now my whole channel is copy. I'm ripping Brad Taste shits. I make video prompts, which plenty of YouTubers do. Plenty of YouTubers do. I think Fantano's probably the first one with his Let's Argue stuff. Video prompts of community engagement, asking their community opinions on songs, and then you giving your opinion on songs. This is very silly.
Lifted from Brad. His poorly aged songs video lifted from Brad. I mean, he even put Fred Durst in the thumbnail because...
So, a video that Brad Taste made 3 years ago, I now cannot make a video on poorly aged songs because Brad Taste made a 47-minute video on it 3 years ago. Okay. Hey, at the end of the day, man, there's a bunch of things that I talk about on this channel. Some things are going to coincide and be similar to other channels. That's the nature of it. But poorly aged songs is a huge general topic of something you talk about. This is very dumb. But why is this even a section of the video?
Brad did it. I want to be charitable. I want to be fair. He does have videos of his own original ideas. The problem, though, is that the whole idea and concept and creation of this channel...
It's just weird also saying this, too. It's so weird saying this when it's like all this comes back to, oh, now you have a problem with this? Because just a few weeks ago, you were asking for a collab on my channel and you were wanting to work together. So did you have a problem with all of this back then? And now, did you have a problem with this, but you still were willing to, like, turn a blind eye and still work with me if it thought it would give you attention? It's just confusing. And now you don't want to work with me anymore. You don't want to collab because I said I didn't want to, or I just never responded. So now you're making an exposed video. It's
was built out of bad motivations. This next part is hard because this is not something that I wanted to share publicly, but I have talked to Brad recently, and the things that he has said to me are deeply concerning. I don't think people fully understand just how much.
By the way, I need to finish reading my DMs because I don't know if she goes over the rest of the DMs, but just like finishing this off, eventually I say on April 28th, I feel like this is a cycle. Every few weeks, you for some reason will talk about me in a negative way. I'll reach out to clear anything up. Things will be cool, and the same thing happens like 3 weeks. That is why I'm confused. I never claimed we should be friends. I don't know where you got that from. It's as simple as I saw you were saying some things about me that I don't feel are true, so I wanted to clear up any misunderstandings. There's really nothing deep about any of this. I don't know why you're reading so much into this, like I'm trying to prevent you from making an exposed video on me. It's as simple as if someone has a misconception about me, of course I would want to clear it up. And every time I talk to you, I think you would understand that, especially because you can relate. But then the same thing happens a few weeks in the future. She says, 2 days later, what is this? All I'll say is that Perry guy who constantly streams about you is fucking nuts. What the fuck is wrong with that guy? If you want to talk at some point, we can, but I also don't want to pressure you or anything. Thoughtful. But at this point, I feel like I'm making the video, and obviously, you deserve to have the chance to defend yourself. At the end of the day, I feel like I've been wronged by a lot of people, and it always feels wrong whenever I direct that energy onto one single target. The truth is, I want to see the best in people. I really do. I just feel like I haven't been heard or understood by people a lot of this video, and that I'm making is talking about my frustrations with that. I've already explained my thoughts about it multiple times to you, and you said every time that you understood and apologized to me for talking shit. But then you would do the same thing in a few weeks, so yeah, I don't have anything new to say that I haven't said before. I don't know. I've been very open and clear with you about everything, so that's why it's very confusing, but have a good one. And then I sent to her today. I'm about to go live and address things. You are more than welcome to talk and join about anything involved. We'd like to settle this. So she's yet to respond to that. We'll see if she responds, but that's it. She was the rape apologist, right? For anyone new, yeah, she took a whole bunch of shit out of context, not showing the context of what I was responding to, which was her tweets of saying, consent is stupid, rape is natural and necessary for a happy and healthy society. Fuck feminism, I wish men weren't so afraid of raping me. Hashtag make rape legal. I don't understand why it's illegal for a dog to lick my pussy when gay men lick each other's asses all the time and it's perfectly legal. Older men and younger women are meant to be together. You can't deny the biology. Let boys be boys. If a man raped me right now, I'd say it was a compliment. He loves me so much he can't even help himself. Where'd the real men go? Okay.
He is impacted by what happened last year. I mention all of this because while Brad was struggling...
Wait, she called gay men dogs, but my joke was too far? Crazy. Crazy, man. Crazy.
Liam was out here laughing at him while he was crying.
It's been very funny to see his...
So now we're talking about my Brad Taste coverage.
Downward spiral, though. This is funniest breakdown.
Yeah. Generally, the way I do want to act, I've already said this before, the way I want to act and present myself going forward is not like this hyper aggressive person who goes at people or attacks people, because that's just genuinely what I want. I don't want to be that guy going forward, and I don't want people to have that impression of me. But what I'm saying here, generally, is still true. Brad Taste was saying a bunch of crazy shit and doing a lot of crazy shit, begging for his fans for $10,000 out of nowhere. And I think all these things are very criticizable. Of course, I don't make this kind of content anymore because, I don't want to be that guy, and I don't want to come across as this guy who's hypercritical and attacking people online as much. But yeah, that's the way I feel.
Okay.
Fucking loser. It's so pretty.
Lurix, does this guy actually have some drama, or are we just reacting like some fucking guy crying? Dude, I kind of feel bad doing this. I kind of feel like a piece of shit. You should feel bad.
So if anything, this more goes and shows kind of the disconnect I was continuously having with the previous content that I was making, that I'm just awkwardly kind of saying I'm not really liking this anymore. I'm not really feeling this. This just kind of feels weird. And she's cutting out the context of the huge amounts of Brad drama where I had this whole stream segment that I just cut it off because it just felt uncomfortable because I was so sympathetic towards him. But that part is conveniently left out. So that's cool.
Yeah, thanks, Edwin. 10 out of 10 segment.
I don't understand.
That's Cope Law. All Liam's so empathetic now. I mean, if people think I'm genuinely being fake about that, I'm willing to try to clear up anything. But I actually am just giving my genuine thoughts. about the way that I do want to come across online and the perception that I want to give people. You could say that's cringe or too soft or whatever. That's just the way I feel. I don't want to be looked at as like this guy who hyper fucking attacks people online. That's just for me. That's just for me. But
and what pushes people to see stuff like that.
To be fair, you did not like find the Brad stuff fun like at all. Yeah, thank you. Somebody who knows. Aiden Undergrand, you learned empathy. Okay, you're just baiting. Good one though.
And think, oh, this is really good content for my drama channel.
Dude, this thumbnail's so awesome. Look at fucking Brad in this thumbnail, dude. What the fuck? He looks crazy, dude. He looks insane. All right, guys.
Yeah, these are all things that were criticizable of Brad at the time too. Like Brad was doing crazy shit.
It's not just brutally making fun of someone for crying. That's not what we do over here. Like the guy is clearly just like mentally disabled. There's no hope.
What, you did multiple streams on this guy, lol, when there was so much going on? Yeah, sorry, I'm not saying I didn't cover him. Like of course I covered him. But there's not like the full context of like the ways and eventual like the way I felt about it and like being sympathetic towards it. It's just like this guy. But also I'm still not backing down that there's things that are criticizable to say about Brad. It's just the way I went about it, I don't want to do now because again I don't want to be looked at as like this hyper attacking critical person, and I don't want to portray that as myself online. So that's it. You liked it, LMAO? Just admit it. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't believe me, you could just go back to see the overall coverage. At certain points, it was hilarious and fun. That is true. But it got to a really weird and like sad and almost just like, Jesus, man, you just get help points. And that's exactly what the content shows. So.
Hope for this guy, dude. The blackmail? His dick pics. Yeah, I think it's his dick pics.
But the worst.
What even are these clips? Guys, what are these 1 second clips? What am I even talking about here?
Dude, the blackmail? His dick pics. Yeah, I think it's his dick pics.
Dude, what even was that clip supposed to prove? I'm reading off some shitter chatter, like memeing that the blackmail, because he was saying that someone is blackmailing him. Some chatter says, bro, they're probably blackmailing him with his dick pics. I read it out as a meme. And this is used as like a hyper malicious thing. What is happening?
There's no hope for this guy, dude. The blackmail? His dick pics. Yeah, I think it's his dick pics.
But
wow. Good, best average good faith Rose Malay clip.
The worst part of it is immediately after he starts laughing at Brad, he sees that Brad is at the lowest point of his life and that his mental state is impacting his ability.
First of all, didn't Rose Malay make multiple expose videos on Brad Taste? Regarding the Brad situation, Brad Taste Rose report. Moving on. This is the same person who made several videos on Brad Taste. I remember she was like leading a huge charge against him. Like, what are we talking about anymore? What? Like, come on, man.
Ability to do content, and a light bulb goes
It's just so obviously manipulative and malicious.
Off in his brain. This is my opportunity.
Dude, I gotta steal the fucking market, okay? I'm telling you. Music review channel could be on the horizon, okay? That could be a new business opportunity. You know, seeing a gap in the market.
True? Guys, who the fuck is taking this clip hyper seriously? This is deranged and obviously, like, this is just purposely malicious at this point. This is so purposely malicious. Me saying, bro, there's a gap in the market right now that I gotta invade this space. When he was at his weakest, you just swooped in. This is, yeah, out of context clips used as evidence. It's just, even the context though, is, it's, I lost my train of thought. What was it? Even the context is joking.
Steal the fucking market, okay? I'm telling you. Music review channel could be on the horizon, okay? That could be a new business opportunity. You know,
a new fucking business opportunity, man.
Gap in the market to try to invade. I don't even know what he's complaining about right now. Dude, this guy is such a fucking good gig. This guy is such a good gig going. This guy...
All of these clips are true.
Guy live streams and people pay him thousands of dollars to see his reactions to listening to Album of the Week. All you have to do is...
True. This is me talking about why is Brad like complaining about his job so much when he has the easiest job that he could ever hope for in the world.
His live stream, people pay you for a specific album. People pay you to just listen to some shit and give your retarded thoughts. Dude, this is what I mean. This is such a fucking good gig. I gotta invade the space. Dude, I gotta invade the space. Come on, man.
Yes, that is correct. The entire Liam Donovan channel was created by Lyrics because he was upset that Brad was complaining. It was such an easy gig, and he saw it as easy money. I know that...
Oh my God. Yeah, man. Easy money. Easy money. This is the only motivation. This is the only motivation. Easy money. I don't give a... Again, I've already admitted this. I don't give a fuck about music, guys, clearly. All my opinions, they're all fed lines from Malay. I'm just grifting. This is a very reasonable opinion to have. Oh no, Lyrics wanted money and found a good niche. So horrible, please leave the internets. Well, to act like that's the main motivation either. Like, of course, money is a motivation. That's the reason why anyone does YouTube. To act otherwise would just be dishonest. Because, of course, you wouldn't spend a meaningful amount of your time like doing something like 7 hours a day or something if you weren't making money from it, because that's just not realistic the way you live. But if you could find out like a good way, I mean, that's just the way I think about it. If you could find out like a reasonable way to go about it, where you're simultaneously doing something you like talking about music, which is the main thing I want to do in my life going forward, while getting paid for it, that sounds like a great gig. And me saying invade the space, these are all just like played up memes. Like I gotta invade the market. This hyper serious nature of this is just so malicious.
By Lyrics because he was upset that Brad was complaining. It was such an easy gig, and he saw it as easy money. I know that there are clone channels out there, but never in the history of YouTube have I seen somebody who was entirely motivated out of spite, out of...
Genius. I made this channel because I was motivated out of spite.
Of greed and utter
fucking greed. Every video getting copyrighted and makes no ad revenue. Greed. Yeah, just pure brain rot, man.
contempt for the person that they're stealing from. I tried bringing this.
I'm stealing from Brad now because I'm another guy who listens to music and talks about it.
Brad's attention. But he's very much in a state right now where the last thing that he wants is to be involved in drama. I did not tell him that I'm making this video. He is not involved with this video, but I wasn't just gonna let this stand.
Rose Malay,
she would not let this slide, man.
Men were so afraid.
She would not let the. Oh my God, Bo Black's jump scare.
Of raping me. Wait, it's like a self-report.
What is Bo Black saying here?
Men were so afraid of raping me. Wait, it's like a self-report, kind of like nobody wants me.
Not even good enough to rape.
Rose.
Wow. Jokes about Rose Malay's insane statement of rape is natural and necessary for a happy and healthy society. These are just like, I'm just repeating myself at this point. Like, yes, like these are jokes. You could say at most jokes too far. That there's a reason I don't want to like conduct myself and portray myself as this anymore, because I don't think it like makes a good impression of me. That's not how I want to be seen. But to erase any context from this is so silly.
Kind of like
you're literally like your tweet that I'm talking about here and making a joke about is you saying hashtag make rape legal.
Nobody wants me.
Not even good enough to rape.
Rose remembers.
Why is it that you say like the worst stuff to me on Twitter and then you invite me to these things?
Because you're a retard and you joined to make so people make fun of you.
Rose remembers.
Okay. Yeah. I'm mean and insulting to her over her insane tweets about rape is natural. Again, the same thing I said before. The way that I like speak or like talk about certain shit before, it's just not the way I want to conduct it. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. It's the same thing.
Brad Taste is so unlikable. We are Team Rose Malay. Dude, I came around on Rose Malay. Usually I was just joking about her. What about Rose? It's not Rose Malay.
What even was that clip?
No fucking. He's talking about Rose Malay? Oh. Wait, really? Oh, that's really interesting. Rose Malay was not in that bit.
Is Rose blind to her own actions? Well, she's just purposely ignoring it and cutting context because it's beneficial for her.
Just really upset Liam. Maybe he just really cares about rape.
You know what R. Kelly is trying to do there in that song? Literally bring women from Ethiopia to America so he can commit some of the worst crimes on earth to those women, and sometimes
the worst crimes on... Dude, he makes me want to defend R. Kelly.
Surely he wouldn't go on.
The cream of the crop. This makes me want to defend R. Kelly joke. Chef's kiss. What does this prove? What does this prove?
Worst crimes on... Dude, he makes me want to defend R. Kelly.
Surely he wouldn't go on and have a debate where...
Huh? Wait, so this is the same girl who's like trying to fucking hold my feet to the fire and crucify me over a joke about R. Kelly when this is you. Rape is epic and natural and necessary for society, a healthy society. When you weren't even joking here. These were your just real takes. What? Huh?
He downplays sexual assault. No, he would never.
He self-admits that he stopped.
I don't know.
Yeah, but she said it.
I downplay sexual assault. So now she's bringing up the super mega situation where, okay, like I don't even know. Does anybody know about the super mega situation? Man, this is from fucking, this is again from like 2023. This is a 2023 clip. The super mega situation where this girl Lex, who falsely accused a bunch of people, got exposed for being a liar. And this is what I'm arguing about here. If you are familiar with that at all, Super Mega has now responded. They came back to YouTube, and Lex has been bullied off the internet because of her false accusations.
Tried to force her head down lyrics.
Just because he didn't go through with the rape lyrics doesn't mean it's not sexual.
Man, this is talking about. This is with Michael Alberto and Salvo Pancakes, dude. Jesus Christ, what a. Yeah, down memory lane. Jesus, ancient history. Yeah.
Assault, dude. Just because he stopped
so what she said
doesn't mean that he didn't do it, bud.
So you guys have done moral fagging and stuff. Just like
what do you mean moral fagging?
You're moral fagging about this whole situation.
Yes.
So to try to ruin this guy's life over being a dick,
we're gonna ruin your life now
when trying to get head from his girlfriend. To ruin this guy's
Don't
life.
joke like that. Of course, what she said was wrong for saying these things she said, but it kind of feels like rules for thee and rules for thee. Neither of you should say those things. Yeah, I don't want that to be overshadowed. I keep saying that. Of course, it's going to get complicated when talking about this because there are certain things where I continuously keep saying, yeah, all of these are clips of the way that I don't act now or like want to act because I don't want that to be like my perception online and the way that I'm perceived. So I do keep saying that, and it's not. And the things about Rose Malay isn't to undermine that. So behind all these clips, that still rings true, no matter the hypocrisy from Rose Malay's angle.
Life and to act like this is sexual assault, a huge morally weighted claim, is absurd. I'm now making the conclusion that this disgusting.
Man, listen to my voice too. My voice is, oh my gosh.
This is the easiest bullet I've.
Okay, but she's being a crybaby while Liam is actually dressing his shit. I mean, yeah.
You're calling her a disgusting bitch, and that.
Even my voice is just so much. Oh my god, it's so cringe.
Awfully vicious. I do think you could call that rape apology.
Look at this thing on screen, man. Michael Alberto, ancient history.
A dark and edgy past. Where's the joke, dude? Where's the ha-ha?
Where's the joke? She doesn't even know what she's talking about. Like Lex was just a proven liar who falsely accused people in that situation. And also, what's the joke in this, Rose Malay? You doing the same things? Your actual takes that rape is good?
The funny. You're just defending rape. Any criticism? Ha-ha. The funny. You're just defending rape. Any criticism
you're just defending
of anything
rape
that I've ever said.
Guys, I'm listening to Rose Malay say you're just defending rape. This is the reality we're in. Where this girl, hashtag make rape legal girl, is telling me I'm defending rape on a situation where someone falsely accused someone and it's already been proven that she lied, while she has these tweets that rape is good, make rape legal. This is so unserious.
Applies to this guy 10 times over.
I said the shit that I said because I was groomed. What's your excuse?
But believe
Oh, okay though. So Rose Malay is allowed to get away with everything she said because she was groomed. All accountability gone because she was groomed. Genius strategy there. Okay.
it or not, that's not even scratching the surface of the worst stuff that Liam has ever done. Liam often has a pattern of saying weird things, getting exposed, and then running brand new YouTube channels of people that don't know his history.
The passion in her voice, man.
As I take you on a journey to find out why Liam was once nicknamed Lolicon Lyrics.
Joining you once
Oh,
again.
hell yeah. What a passionate intro. Let's see what she's got here. Surely, with that hype speech, she's going to have some good shit to show. She's going to have some good shit to show. Let's see.
Why Liam was once nicknamed Lolicon Lyrics.
Joining you once again to apologize for my crimes, to address the allegations that have thrown towards me about how I did it to that small little girl. And I know it's just, it's really disappointing, but I have to admit that I did do it.
Oh.
I did.
God, man, look into this. Is this just an admission of guilt from this guy? Fuck, man. This Lyrics guy is guilty. This Liam guy is guilty. What did he do?
I bent her over. No consent. That's a joke,
What the
guys.
fuck?
Please. That was obviously a joke. Please trust me. I would never do such a thing. I would never even think about doing that to some, like...
Bro, you look like a child. I was literally... I'm 17 in, like, all of these clips. I'm pretty sure I'm 17 in all these clips. I'm at my mom's house.
Child. Okay, what the fuck? How old are you?
14.
So, this video was a black and white old video from like 2021 or 2. I don't even know. I think it's from like 2021 or something. Where it was a black and white selfie of me of saying, I did it. Like, admitting, I did it. I'm sorry. And it was a meme. I mean, it's... She doesn't even clip it out of context well. She literally shows the joke. How is she trying to hold my feet to the fire for edgy, like, stupid jokes when this is her? What is happening?
Okay, what the fuck? How old are you?
Bro, you literally told your Lyrics channel to come to the Liam Donovan channel. You're not hiding. Yeah. And then here we go. This is me when I'm 17 on Omegle, making very cringe content. But meme content that was inspired off of this guy called Zoe, who would do the same things, if anyone is familiar with Zoe. Omegle content when I was 17. Very cringe to look back on. Very loserish. But, like, huh?
14.
14? My favorite. What's up, beautiful? How old are you?
I'm 15.
What's up, cutie? How old are you?
15.
How old are you?
So this is a case of me actually aping someone's style, Zoe. Like, amazing context clips. Like, I would play into these memes because Zoe would do these memes on his channel of like EDP things of like, dude, how... Okay, it's so fucking cringe. But like, how old are you? And like, it's like a stupid fucking meme. Like, dude, this is just so cringe. Like, of course I'm cringing at this. Weren't you 17? Yeah, I keep saying this. Yeah, this is all me when I'm 17. It's just, okay, man.
I'm 16.
Wait,
And only
Tommy, based on
showing
what
these
you know about
clips.
me, would you trust me around your kids?
Yeah.
You would?
Yes.
Okay, let's fucking go, man.
Yes.
Hey.
What even is this clip? Another one of 17? What year is this?
Well,
We want to
now
go
I
with that.
won't.
Not all
Let's
anime
go.
stuff.
Where? Get the fuck out of here.
That's why you're a degenerate.
Tommy C? What the fuck?
Lolly likes. Is that what this is about? What is it?
Technically, yeah. Dude, I just got some base
What even is this now?
based in fucking anime girls, and people
You
just...
said you don't trust you. Yeah, man. Did you show archive? Oh yeah, just for any kind of like proof. This is April 18th, 2021. I am like 17 year. This is where I was like going to making Omegle content. I deleted all the Omegle content, but this is when I made a video like on 2021 on this channel, the future of this channel, where I was talking about the transition I was making, and I show a couple clips at the end to try to get people to know what the new content would be. So yeah, 17 year. I was born on October 3rd, October 5th, 2003. There you go. It's just fucked up.
Can't handle that shit. And they're like, oh, they're children. Yeah, they might be children, but you know.
And the anime decides to bring to life these thoughts with what feels like an elite.
Oh, and so her bringing up my anime review now. This anime ruined its potential in the dumbest way. Okay. So, me doing an anime review, literally saying and pointing out the weird sexual parts are fucked up. Which anime? It was Eromanga Sensei, where I say in the review that the weird sexual parts are fucked up, and like to even write something like this, you gotta be like kind of like a creepy and weird person. Like a very popular anime that many people have talked about before. Of course, it's a pretty cringe video, but just more manipulative clips out of context, which is so frustrating and annoying.
Legal scene of her changing into some string panties. Oh yeah, and you can't forget the
wow, me like pointing out the weirdness of it.
Random ass naked bath.
He didn't let the Omegle clip play all the way through. I haven't skipped through anything. That's the reason why I'm watching this, is because I genuinely want to clear up anything.
Scene of a 12-year-old, and it would be one thing if it was just pointless fan service, right? But sometimes it's literally just part of the plot, like how Sagiri needs to see these underage girls' panties to take her drawing to the next level.
Why make this video to be?
Yeah, this is cringe. This is cringe. I point out the terrible parts though, and how it's like like really weird as someone were to make this anime and write this. What is it? What is Mr. Projects 8 in here? What is this? It's just frustrating to deal with though. Is Rose gonna pick up? She's hasn't responded to me back. I don't know if she'll have a conversation about this, but we'll see. The door is always open.
Begin with. This show is literally made for pedophiles. Who the fuck wants a serious review of this? What are you getting out of watching a show like this?
So, Aiden Projects saying fucked up things about me. Fucked up guy. Okay. Fucked up guy. Wow. I can't believe Aiden Projects would say this about me.
Yep, that was a video from Liam's old channel, La Rays, where he
Alright, Ali Khan, you gotta stop spamming so much, man.
reviewed anime. The dude got exposed for having his entire page of likes being young anime girls.
All of his likes on Twitter, by the way, every single one is an anime drawing.
I never thought.
So this is not true. I liked anime art in the past of like a bunch of anime. I've talked about this several times before. I mean, does she show like any examples? Does she bring up anything? Yeah, like I liked anime art on Twitter. Does she show anything? Like this is just going back to Mr. Sen shit. Just so unserious. Like come on.
Thought anyone was gonna go searching
so frustrating.
with the likes column on fucking Twitter. Who knew this was even an option? Why are you looking through my likes on Twitter, dude? Why did Twitter make this a thing, dude? Why are people just able to?
This is so nothing, man. It's yeah, it's the annoying part.
Fucking degenerate.
Okay,
you know?
but it's like but when you come out when you
like what's your
like she's citing like Salvo Pancake streams right now and Michael Alberto.
Actual stance on Lolicon.
If I'm not getting to my stance on Lolicon.
More recently, Lyrics went on a debate.
What the She brings up my Plagued Moth interview and plays one clip of it? 1 second? What the fuck?
Stardust, because she was upset that another YouTuber was calling racist jokes based. How does Lyrics respond to this? By calling her an insufferable bitch, of course.
Like saying...
Wait, what even is this? She's bringing up Stardust? Stardust from 2020, like, from 2020? How old is this? What year was this? When I was making videos on Stardust? Did Ali Khan? I didn't time out Ali Khan. I'm in time edit, people.
Insufferable bitch. I'm just calling.
I actually kind of did you a favor.
Oh, okay. Well, that's if you called her a sufferable bitch and she was
frequent Mr. Girl Defender Stardust,
she would have completely freaked the fuck out. She didn't.
No, it's true. It's true. I aim to be an insufferable bitch. That's kind of what you aim for.
Yeah, I mean, this Stardust girl, man, I actually don't even remember what was even the thing here. I don't even remember. This is how many years ago?
I don't think I was really bitching
Liam disavowed Tommy C.
about it really much, except I think that he is
You were
not
whining and
consistent.
crying.
Whining and crying, okay.
You're just a whiny bitch. That's literally my
Okay.
fucking critiques. And that was because you laughed at that fucking joke of that guy like telling you to blow up your
So yeah, okay, I'm having a heated conversation with someone here, and I'm calling them a bitch. Okay, like she was saying crazy shit. Okay, man. From what year even is this? 2020?
It wasn't that he laughed at it. He called it based, right? And he said that it was so cool that
This
it
is
was
so
totally.
fucking dumb. Oh my god, am I really about to hear you whine about how
But
he
you
laughed
asked
at a
me.
joke and called it bait?
Do you want me to just to give you some?
That's just how is Rose Malay saying any of this?
A brown, savage, disgusting animal.
This is so
Somebody who said
stupid.
I deserve to get nuked has called my lineage a bunch of savages. Has called my
I mean,
grandparents
is the good old days of shot from the point? You think so?
savages.
That you think that him by saying base
This is
and
schizophrenic at best and malicious at worst. This is malicious. All of this is malicious. It's obvious, but at the end of the day, she is just mentally ill and has some kind of problems. So, of course, it's difficult to navigate, but of course, all the more frustrating still.
laughing, he's endorsing it.
Yes, he did endorse it. He said it was he liked it because it pissed me off. Because he
God,
thinks
lyrics was so based back then. Okay, man, this is me when I'm like 17, 18 max.
I'm annoying. I think it's weird to justify racism just because you think I'm annoying.
Justify racism. Do you not see like a difference between laughing at something and fucking meme calling it based?
Did you watch-
Like you have any context about this
Did
guy?
you watch it?
Like honestly, she's just a coping Indian bitch.
All right. Yep, that's the clip.
You see, Liam's entire online
What was this 1 second clip? God, man, this is rough.
history is filled with instances of him harassing people.
This does not seem chill. Yeah, that's probably not the right title for this.
Constantly make accounts to troll me. You're a fucking weirdo, bro. I'm not even mad.
What is this? Lyrics must be stopped the final chapter?
You just fucking weird me out. You creep me the fuck out.
Man's made anti-Semitic comments. You're such a weirdo, bro. Honestly, kill yourself.
This is Nick's lose again. From how?
You're such a F word.
And threatening people.
I have your face docs. Oh my, okay, dude. Taking this out of context, dude. This is so fucked up. Me making a joke towards Smaggle at the time, she's taking seriously as me threatening a dox. This is the equivalent of me saying, Colton, unfortunately, you need to bend to my will, or else I will dox your face. And she's taking this as a serious threat. I still have that. Skipping over the gas chamber joke? No, not skipping over any of this. I'm not skipping over any of this. Not skipping over any of this. Any of these things said. Yes, these are all things that I said in 2020. These are all jokes I made, edgy jokes that went too far. This is all 100% true in 2020. There's a reason I don't operate this way or act this way because I don't want to be perceived this way. This is in 2020. I was 16, 17. Like, oh, okay, like that. But hey, man, at the end of the day, if anybody wants to stop watching because of that, that's fine. That's chill. All I can do is just be honest and talk about the way that I want to go about operating in the future, acting on my channel, and I think the actions show that more than like saying anything. But yeah, I mean, this is it. I have your face docs. I still have that. So I'm not threatening. I would never make threats.
His harassment, or I'm sorry, trolling, as he calls it, even extends into his real life.
One of my good friends, I'll refer to him as Tyrone in this video. It's definitely not race related at all, guys.
Big black.
What is
So
this?
my mission was to order, like, dude, what the fuck?
This is just cringe more than anything. What are these even? She's reminding me of videos. Oh my god. That I don't even remember. What the fuck is this?
A ton of just random shit.
You're wearing yellow, that's the horror? Yeah, I don't know what this shirt was. At least you could say I'm not a Beatles poser. Okay. You actually look 10 here. I mean, this is still back in my mom's house.
To this
I don't even know how old I am here. I don't even know what year this is.
House. It would be 2 a.m. I don't want this to be on my name. I don't want to be the one blamed for this. My piece of shit.
Okay, to be fair, so many people make worse jokes at 16. Lou just has an audience. Just has an audience of people that hear those jokes.
Ass decided to put in the name for who was ordering the pizza as the girl he was fucking talking to. I could have got away with this, or at least I could have blamed it on some.
Wait, she's bringing up my high school sophomore year story. I forgot I did this like video talking about this. how I ordered pizza to my friend, like, my friend's house in sophomore year of high school, and then I, like, blamed it on someone else. Liam, no one cares if you made jokes, bro, own it. No, I mean, well, I don't know what you mean by own it. Like, yeah, I did do all these things. And I'm talking about, like, also the way that I'm want to act moving forward. But, like, all of this is shown, you know? All of this is shown. So, I mean, it's just, here's the thing. All of these, what I've said from the jump, too, is all these are ever jokes or jokes that go too far. Nothing is ever shown of, like, deeper beliefs or anything. It's genuinely just not the way how I think about anything. So, just don't want to have that misconstrued of, like, people thinking, because that's how I always say. It's not any deeper line, like, beliefs that because I genuinely don't have any beliefs. It's just jokes.
Someone else. But dude, I was fully in for the fucking meme. I FaceTime him as soon as the fucking guy pulls up to his door. And he says to me, lyrics.
Name your favorite Radiohead album. Your pick will decide your fate. It's even, I'm gonna give a basic one. OK Computer or The Bends. That's it, man.
What the fuck did you do? And of course, I was just laughing the whole time on the call. I just couldn't stop fucking laughing because it was so funny.
That's the best era of Radiohead.
And then he blocks me on all
there's a huge difference between jokes and opinions.
Social media. I couldn't contact this guy. I tried to call him on his phone. He blocked me, but he tells me,
why is this even shown? This is just like a story time of sophomore year of like a quick story I had with my friend in sophomore year.
You know, just harmless trolling. You see, Liam, over the years, has found himself making a lot of enemies.
Harmless trolling? This is deranged. I was cool with that guy up until, like, the end of high school. We didn't fall out. It was just a quick, funny story where he was mad at me. I ordered a pizza to his house as, like, a troll. This is so desperate and weird.
A chat are asking about lyrics.
This is natural behavior of a high schooler, LMAO.
There's a lot of reasons. When he came back, he was
okay.
I don't hate lyrics. There's other stuff involved there, but I just don't want to be around him, frankly.
And you know,
just talking about Turkey Tom now? Dude.
I could go on about this all day, but I think it's important to note how Liam is purposely hiding his past in order to cultivate a brand new audience.
Purposely hiding his past to cultivate a large new audience. So I made an announcement stream on my lyrics channel announcing, hey guys, this is the channel that I'm going to be on in the future. I'm moving past this channel. This is the content I want to make in the future. Told my whole audience that. And then the new audience, anytime when there's a genuine fan who wants to ask a question about anything, and if they're being genuine, which is the reason I'm doing this stream today, I'll be open and honest and talk about it. However, if there are people that are purposely trying to fuck with me and will make posts saying like just trying to fuck with me on purpose, that's something that I'm not going to take seriously. But just how we're doing today with Omega or other like known chatters, if they have genuine concerns, I'm always willing to clear anything up. So, you'd be keeping your humor. I've noticed a bit of self-censorship on your Liam channel streams. Okay, dude, here's the thing. There's not just going to be slurs because that's like... Yeah, Augie's disappointed in the chat. They don't know you're racist over there. I'm not racist. I'm a very nice person. This is... What is the damning clips here? Bad. Your version of being sentimental is doing N-word towers in the chat. I'll be over. Yeah, all of this shows is like
this is bad.
Why I don't want to like be involved with this anymore, because this is not like the future that I want. I couldn't imagine being like fucking 25 and I'm going live to like these people saying, hey man, if it's other people's deal, that's their deal. But this is fucking not something I want for my future. Or it's deranged. If I meet people in real life, normal people, and I tell them, hey, what's your job? What do you do? And I tell them I stream, I'm ashamed to say my channel, because if they go to my channel, they see these fucking deranged people spamming N-word towers. I don't want this. Like the reason why I wanted it, I want out of this. So I mean, it's just overall like that main point of more why I want to do different content moving forward for my future. Very, very simple. Your version of being sentimental is doing N-word towers in the chat. I'll be over on Liam Donovan Music. Okay, you can sub to there.
See, the thing is, Lyrics' audience, if I made this video, would never take me seriously, but the music reviewing audience is very different. This stuff does not fly. I'm making this video.
The ego is just insane. This stuff does not fly, man.
But the music reviewing audience...
Like completely malicious and manipulative video, taking everything out of context to hit piece because of some weird derangements that, like, she's asking me for a collab a few weeks ago and I didn't respond, and now she's making a hit piece video about me. Okay.
Is very different. This stuff does not fly. I'm making this video because a lot of people are uninformed and buy into this image that Liam is currently selling them. And look, I'm not
She just shows her real motivations here. She just wants to take you down, lol.
the only one to notice that Liam is hiding some stuff. But when I went over to talk to another YouTuber about the situation, this is what happened.
Hello, I'm making a video with Liam, and I'm curious if you want to have a free combo. I do, Rose. That's why I fucking DM'd you, you fucking retard. I saw your fucking message, you stupid piece of shit. And now you're in my fucking chats, you fucking stupid, dumb fucking retard. You fucking worthless, ugly, dysgenic retard. You know what? Never mind. No.
What am I supposed to make of any of this? What are we even talking about anymore?
I'm sorry. It's more important that we kill Liam, okay? We have to despite us agree.
Kill Liam? Okay, man. Masterful ending.
It passes by. Well, I think I'm doing...
What is this even for?
Rose, I think I'm going to watch your video off stream, and then I'm going to repeat your talking points and not mention your video, and then I'm going to pretend that I came up with them. And that's not even a joke, by the way. I know you're like laughing at me like I'm being serious. I'm gonna do that. Go fuck yourself, you clout leech, disgusting subhuman, dysgenic fuck. And as soon as you upload your video, I am going to upload a video with a similar name, a better thumbnail, and what's gonna happen is when people look up your video, Rose Malay, I am going to get the search results, and people are gonna watch my video instead. I'm including this in my...
You were young and young people make stupid jokes, and the reason you moved channels was because you didn't want the type of audience you had on your lyrics channel, basically. Well, yeah, like, that further, but it's just what I keep going back to, of just, I don't want to be that guy publicly who's, like, hyper-aggressive, hyper-attacks people, and making, like, commentary content into my 20s. So that's the reason. And if I had the opportunity to make music content, which I'm much more passionate about and interested on, I want to take that opportunity. Again, just because, yeah, it's not for me, and I get to a point where I'm kind of like embarrassed if people ask. Like nowadays, it's so much better because if like a normal person in my real life asks, "Hey, what do you do for your job?" I don't have to like embarrassingly come up with some lie because it's just fucking lame. Now I could just say, "Oh, I talk about music on YouTube, kind of cool," versus, "Oh yeah, I talk about the fucking stupidest, most nothing, meaningless, small commentary drama that is fucking so silly." And for my job and people donate. Okay. So that's just me. So that's why. But again, everything has only ever just been jokes or jokes that went too far. Nothing of underlying beliefs.
My video.
What the actual fuck? Anyway, I did have genuine conversations with this Liam guy. He told me that this music stuff was more positive for him. I'm all for growing and changing as people, but I'm a little skeptical, and I think that's more than fair. I'll end this video off with the last message that Liam sent to me.
Okay. I can't even see the message, bro. I mean, I read it earlier, but I've already explained it, my thoughts about it multiple times to you, and you cut the context of apologizing multiple times and saying sorry. And okay, so overall, this is just a malicious video, manipulative. It's very annoying to address, but mainly I'm only doing this for the people who are confused because they see a bunch of these out of context clips that are deranged from this person. So that's the main reason I'm even talking about this right now. Normally, this is 100% not even worth giving attention, because this is 700 views. But also I saw the look at the comment section, and it's annoying, of course, when I see people who are taking this seriously. Please make sure to watch until the end. I know it's a lot to take in, but honestly, it just keeps getting worse. Edit, just in case I didn't make it clear in the video. I mentioned being groomed at first because the reason why I made comments that led Lyrics to call me on stream in the first place. Yeah, curious you didn't talk about any of those comments that you made about how you should make rape legal, and you wish men were raping you, and rape is natural and healthy. Okay. The call I had with Lyrics occurred when I was 23. It took me many years to fully process everything, and I coped in very unhealthy ways. Oh, okay, so you're allowed to move on from stuff that you've done when you're 23, but stuff that I've said when I'm fucking 17 and 16 in some of these clips, I'm going to be held my feet to the fire on, forever haunted by the things I was doing when I was 17. Okay. Cool. Okay, these are new comments though, which I support. Interesting how badly this video starts to fall apart once we have context. Hey, would you want to come on Liam's stream and talk about this? He said he would like to call you on stream today. Ali Khan. It's the double standards that bother me, so you know Lyrics was joking. There's no double standard, and this whole meaning of this whole video is pointless, not watching the rest. Okay, cool. So finally people, yeah, because I assume I went over this on stream. But before I went over this on stream, there's a lot of comments that were just taking this at face value, and it was very annoying to deal with. But again, if there's anyone who has further thoughts on the subreddit that we want me to talk about, I want to be an open book. Anything. I want to genuinely talk about and be honest about if someone has genuine concerns or conversations. But Jesus fucking Christ, I can't believe people are actually contemplating over this. The mass audience infiltration here is filtration event is here. This is disgusting. Thank you for coming out with this, Rose. Glad to see you include my clip of I got base take on Anime Girls clip. More need to see the lights. Okay. So yeah, where's this? These are some meme comments. Liam is so bad. His new rebrand is so terrible. Hope everything goes okay with you. Liam needs to face justice ASAP. I think this might even be another meme. Where's the genuine ones? What is else? What else? Omega. Omega, man. This unfortunately explains a lot. This is awful. Okay. Crap, I was really enjoying this guy's content. So sorry to hear this happen to you, and no one deserves to go through something like that. Yeah, so that's very annoying too, and frustrating. Anyone taking this seriously. How many people like Liam are we forced to live on this planet with? It pisses me off so much that you've been through that shit. I can't be more sorry. And she purposely framed all this way to act like I'm mocking her rape. And I'm the one mocking her rape. I knew that she was raped, and then I was mocking it. Not addressing that what I was really talking about is that her insane tweets of saying rape is natural. But of course she's going to frame it in this way to make it look like I'm pro-rape or some shit, which was her actual take and opinion. It's deranged. But yeah, there's a bunch of other comments taking this seriously. Really hope this video does do numbers. So, but... you know, glad I can clear anything up. But if anyone has any further concerns, they could put on the subreddit, and I'll quickly address this. Liam Donovan is not who he thinks he is. Imagine my shock when I found out the guy who said awful things to me decided to create an entirely new channel about music and stole video concepts from Brad and even me. Yep, really stole videos from you, Rose Malay. But all right, let's go over the subreddit real quick to finish this off. Noted, look at the past tweets before coming to a conclusion. Anything Rose says, thrown in the fire. Okay, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so sorry, Liam. Guess I'm not getting mod, Omega. Well, here's the thing. I mean, people are fine to have concerns. It just, hopefully, all I could do is be open and honest about it and clear up anything I can. But just be more hasteful in the future if you see something obviously clipped in insane context. Be wary of it. But... especially if it's coming from fucking Rose Malay. Let's see, what else do we got? I'm sorry, Liam, I should have known it was bullshit. Well, it's cool to ask questions. You know, that's fine. Don't take any more posts down. All right, are there any ones? You streaming tonight because you got some stuff to address, broski. Did I address anything? Let me just read the chat now. Let's see if there's any chat messages. She's such a small channel. Why does this even matter? So I just said it a little earlier. Maybe you didn't come into stream, but it was because people in my chat were concerned. And if I see genuine normal chatters who are getting the wrong impression, I want to clear up anything I can. So yeah, I'm sorry, Liam. I didn't know a lot of information. I didn't know what happened. Let's see. Address the Turkey Tom situation. Guys, I'm not talking about Turkey Tom. I have nothing to say about Turkey Tom. So are you sorry for the weird jokes? Sorry if this sounds mean. Am I sorry for the weird jokes? Like which joke in particular? Because when you say I'm sorry, it's giving this angle of like that there's genuineness behind it and there's genuine emotions. And there was never actually any genuine opinions behind these jokes. But am I genuinely saying, you would have to bring up which specific thing, because I do think jokes are allowed, and even jokes that push the line a little bit, and edgy jokes. So it depends on which one. At the end of the day, as long as they're still jokes, you know what I mean? If it's done in a comedy aspect. But of course, there's a reason why I don't engage in that way anymore, because A, a lot of it just like cringes me out, and B, I don't want to be perceived that way publicly on stream. Because, you know, like I imagine like the real people I know in my real life watching my streams and like getting a wrong impression if I make this like joke and, you know, they take it the wrong way. And I genuinely don't want to give people any kind of beliefs that I dislike anyone. So. Why do you feel listening to music is any more of a job than drama? Any more of a job than drama? I don't necessarily. It's just all about preference, and it's what I prefer. It's what I prefer. I don't care. If anybody makes drama content, that's cool. But it's just what I prefer and what I want for my life, you know. It's less embarrassing. Well, you know, everyone has their own certain thoughts. Do you like Green Day? Okay, well, to be fair, it's about this. Yeah, we'll do a normal music stream tomorrow, but I just want to clear up anything. I thought it was funny because it was more of the he's stealing content. Wait, sorry. I thought it was funny because more of the he's stealing content made me side-eye, but you covered so that everything's cool now. I get it now. Even though Liam defended his point and I stand by him, I don't like the way chat went about everything during this stream. Like they kept dismissing people's concerns and drowning us by making inside jokes. I agree with this. I think my chat was completely like kind of drowned out by my fans of my old channel, like coming back to see me address it. So I get that, and like most were just saying like Freaky's Taco Bell saying soy a bunch of times or based whenever I would say something. But I do want to address the people who actually have questions. So don't let that overlook everything. I was here during Lurker days when the chat would constantly joke about trans or something, and I never got the vibe you were a hateful person there, though, even when you laughed at the jokes, to be honest, if that's anything. I mean, yeah, that's obvious. I mean, I don't want to come across as like virtue signaling, but of course I don't have any of those beliefs. I'm kind of a very liberal person. So it doesn't align with anything of the way I think about anything. But you're so soy now. Please go back to saying slurs. Okay, this is just not the way that I want to be perceived ever, or like conduct myself though. That's not really. There's a difference between making jokes and stating opinions. Yeah, that's basically it. But okay, do we got anything else? What do we got? When will you answer my question? What'd you say? What's your question? Do you disavow RNN? Do I disavow RNN? Unfortunately, I wouldn't do RNN nowadays. I do disavow, even though it's jokes. It was always just jokes and like jokes that went too far. But I don't know. Disavow is like a weird word because it's like I wouldn't engage in this now. So, Liam, question to you: do you disavow any of your currently public videos on the Lyrics channel? I don't think so. All the videos that I would disavow I have already taken down, but I think on the Lyrics channel, those were made more like not documentary, but like more like video analysis based, which are more just like talking about the facts of like certain situations. So no, I don't think so. But what else do we got? Do we got anything else? People grow as time passes, clearly, duh. Alright, come on. Evercap, I think for two. Why do you disavow your iDubbbz video? You were right. Oh, why did I take that down? I don't think because I'd made stupid points. A lot of that video was correct, but it was poorly made, and also I made stupid points in it that I disagree with now. I can't remember the specific point, but I made a wrong conclusion that overall, like I was rewatching that because I was deciding which videos I want publicly, when like the majority of the video is correct, but I remember there was something I said that was just objectively wrong and really dumb. But most of it was right. I don't remember. But yeah. Alright guys. That's basically it. That's just what I want to do. That's just what I wanted to clear up tonight. Again, the line is always open. Well, it was open tonight. I'm not going to elongate this any longer. Rose Malay could have called in all nights, but at this point, I want nothing to do with her. I'm probably going to block her on anything. Fucked up video she made about me. Very sad, very manipulative, very malicious. But why don't you want to be perceived how you were in your commentary days? If that's you, then be yourself. I feel like this new version is not you. I could get how some people think that way because the majority of your perception of me is online. But the way that I was on stream was just not how I was in my personal life. So if anything, this would be more me. But inherently, it's not like it's that bad. I just found it kind of personally embarrassing, as I was saying before. I would be kind of just embarrassed to talk about like the kind of content I do, because it's just cringe. Like talking about Bo Black's drama to like normal people that I just meet at college, and then they see my chat and it's a bunch of just like kind of unhinged things. That's not really that it's unnerving. It's unnerving to people you meet, and it's kind of embarrassing just for me in my personal life. So that's basically it. Colton? All right, let's see. Are you going to delete the Reddit posts? Which ones? I don't know which ones. One more question. Why'd you disavow your Lumad video? Oh, yeah, I didn't disavow that too. Oh, I remember. Certain videos I just took down because they were badly made. Like, there's a bunch of old commentary videos that were less effort that I just took down because they were poorly made. So, that's the case for those. All right, Colton, what's up?
Well, hey, Liam, your friend Brad Taste told me you were talking to some 14-year-old French girl.
Okay, man. Thank you.
Yo, hold on, why is my stream like a...
Colton.
If you want to swing at me, swing at me. I got files on top of fucking files to swing back at, alright, buddy?
No.
You better watch.
Do you know what's the fucked up part? No one even knows the reference you're making right now. No one knows you're quoting. No one knows you're quoting Keemstar. This is not the audience that knows you're quoting Keemstar.
No. Well, doesn't she sound like Keemstar in that? Like, buddy, if you want to do this, I got files on top of files. Swing back. It sounds like she was saying that.
Okay, thanks, buddy. Overall, did you like the video? Did you like the video?
Dude, that was my favorite video I've seen in my life. It was such a clusterfuck. I was laughing. Dude, we should have done a drinking game. I was in there with like 9 other people in a group chat. We were all like laughing at the fucking stream.
Amazing.
Dude,
okay.
Have a great night, everyone.
Thanks, buddy. All right. There you go. That's Colton. Let me just read donos and we'll call it. We'll call it something. Why is Lava calling me? Lava, what's up, man?
I got a question. It's a very serious question.
What is this?
Okay. In one of your old clips, you had a proper chair. What happened to it? Where is it? You need that chair, dude.
That chair is actually more insufferable than one I have now. That was like a gaming chair. It cost like $200 and it was like a fucking brick.
Bro, like, I would much rather have that than the damn trebuchet that is throwing crap at your back.
Have a good night, man.
That video is stupid.
Oh, okay.
That video is stupid. Like, everyone at one point was an edgy 16-year-old. No one took anything seriously. She would hate Gmod Dark RP. Go look at those YouTubers.
The most amazing part is that like she's trying to like move on from stuff that she said and done at 23, and then she's like pulling up clips of me when I was 16 and 17 and being like, dude, have you addressed this? Like, are you kidding me, man? Like, what?
And you're not running from it. You did like 4 or 5 streams on the Lorix channel.
Yeah, consistently.
Where you were like, hey guys, I'm gonna do this music section on my new channel. If this takes off, I might go over there and do that. That was it. You weren't like, don't say anything. And I was honestly thinking that she was gonna bring up like, look, people are getting muted if they bring up Lorix in the chat. And it's like, no, that's not an actual rule. That's just some stupid joke between the mods that we can't dead name you.
Yeah. Silly. But thanks for calling in, buddy. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Right,
get a new chair, please.
All right, yeah. But, you know, of course it's annoying to deal with, but got to do a stream like this from time to time that comes with the work. But yeah. I think I cleared up anything. If anyone has anything further, they could always ask in the subreddit, but of course I don't want this to be like content. I don't want this to be streams. So that's the frustrating part, like being caught in this loop of like consistently addressing something when you already have. So I like to do just a flagship big stream, you know, talking about it. But yeah. All right. Just running through the last. Thank you everybody for hanging out tonight, though. Thank you for hearing me out. I appreciate it. But yeah. Let's see. I'll see you back tomorrow. Normal music content, awesome stuff. But yeah, there we go. Ninja, thanks for the 20. To be honest, I found you from Moth, and I eventually unfollowed the drama channels, not just you, but a few others too. And I'm really glad you made this channel because you seem chill as fuck, and this content is a lot more I tune into. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, Ninja. One more question, do you disavow? Oh yeah, read these. Freak Show, thanks for the 1. Monty for 5. For $1 billion, what do you do? Listen to Ava Max or Anxiety for 24 hours? You can't pose me with a question like this, man. You're gonna make me say Ava Max. Lil Toad, thanks. Or maybe Anxiety, because I'll just play like the first 10 seconds, and I'll just hopefully get high off the nostalgia of always waiting for the real song. All right. Lil Toad for the 5. This will forever haunt you. And this other thing, lol. Yeah, just very annoying. So nobody take this video seriously. It's very frustrating. Nobody take this video seriously. Dislike. I'm going to be disliking this. And yeah, glad to see that that's the case. Let's see. Monty for the 5. For $1 billion, listen to Only Anxiety. Oh, you read that. This is so chronically online. Can we listen to Broken Side next segment, Liam? EU. Thank you. Is that a manic alt? Freakish Talk About for the 5. Get co-host Smaggle and guest Colton to talk about Camden Davis and how he secretly Mama Max's Black Bull. That is a very interesting donation there. Lumpy for the 5. This is penance for what you said about Katie Bugs and George not found situation. She was a victim. I humbly disavow RNN, unlike you, Lump. Thank you. I think you're secretly Colton, actually. Chlorine, thanks for the 2. You can let Colton call in, too. I think these splice clips looking, and then I read the rest of these, right? Yeah, great. All right, thank you, Aggie, for the 5. Thank you, everybody, for supporting. And I'll see you back tomorrow with the regular scheduled programming content. All right, have a good one.